recent reports have surfaced, suggesting that India is prepared to offer the Advanced Towed Artillery Gun System ATAGS 155mm towed howitzer to the Philippine Army at a competitive price. This comes on the heels of the Philippine Army's expressed interest in expanding its inventory of towed howitzers, which currently includes the M71 Soltam from Elbit Systems and the M114 howitzers. The ATAGS, a 155mm 52 caliber howitzer, is being considered as part of the Philippine Army's efforts to enhance its artillery capabilities under the Comprehensive Archipelagic Defense Concept (CADC). This initiative aims to strengthen the country's external defense, with a particular focus on coastal defense. The Philippine Army has already seen success with self-propelled howitzer platforms like the Atmos 2000 from Elbit Systems. In addition to expanding its towed artillery inventory, the Army also plans to acquire rocket artillery and coast-based anti-ship missile systems to bolster its external defense posture. The deepening bilateral relations between the Philippines and India have laid the groundwork for enhanced defense cooperation. During a visit to Manila in March 2024, India's foreign minister expressed support for the Philippines' sovereignty in the face of Chinese territorial assertiveness in the West Philippine Sea. Both nations share concerns over China's actions, with India also contending with territorial disputes in Aksai Chin and Arunachal Pradesh. The potential offer of the ATAGS 155mm howitzers is seen as a significant step in the growing defense ties between the two countries. The Philippine Army's interest in these artillery pieces aligns with the broader goals of the CADC, as they can serve as critical tools for shore-based defense applications. In addition to the ATAGS, India's provision of BrahMos anti-ship missiles to the armed forces of the Philippines has been a notable highlight of the increased defense cooperation. The Philippine Marine Corps is expected to receive these missiles in 2024, marking a significant enhancement in the country's territorial defense capabilities. The potential acquisition of the ATAGS 155mm howitzers at a discounted price underscores the mutual benefits of the Philippines-India defense partnership. As both nations navigate shared security challenges, such cooperation is poised to strengthen their respective military capabilities and regional security postures. At the backdrop of all current developments involving the ever-increasing diplomatic ties and cooperation between the Philippines and India that include matters regarding national defense, the former is actively seeking military hardware that is actively in production in the latter's military-industrial facilities, which points to the Philippine Army's full interest in getting the ATAGS 155mm towed artillery gun. The artillery pieces share almost the same 155mm caliber as the Atmos 2000 SLPH that the Philippine Army has. This interest comes as the Philippine Army desires to increase its involvement in the national government's policy push into external defense posture, as the ideal supplementary requirement is that the ATAGS 155mm towed artillery pieces can help augment the needed tools for shore-based defense applications. While this is an interesting push, the preference of the Land Service branch of the Philippine Armed Forces primarily focuses more on both shore-based missiles and rocket artillery for this initiative. The Philippine Department of National Defense, D&D, in context, is pushing for the approach for external defense called the Comprehensive Archipelagic Defense Concept, or CADC, whereby its primary focus is on the Philippine military and other relevant agencies plus instrumentalities to gear up into bringing additional capabilities intended for the country's territorial defense, push through the Re-Horizon 3 phase. The Philippine Army's push for coastline missile platforms and artillery is in line with this initiative. Aside from the ATAGS 155mm towed artillery pieces, the Indian government has provided the armed forces of the Philippines some military hardware that really helps push the current initiative of the government for territorial defense posture, with the BrahMos anti-ship missiles being the highlight acquisition project that is a starting signal of the increased cooperation for both countries regarding national defense. In this context, the Philippine Marine Corps expects to receive it in 2024. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story as we continue to monitor the growing defense cooperation between the Philippines and India.